Your ability to build wealth and start a six, seven, and nine figure brand directly correlates with your sense of self. The reality is that people can never grow beyond their sense of self. So your sense of self is either holding you back or it is pushing you forward. And you need to be conscious and fully aware of this. It's important to bring yourself to that point to understand these issues. Any attempt to position yourself to start a six, seven, and nine figure brand, any attempt to position yourself to build wealth and attain financial independence, three important concepts must come to mind. One, are you able to master your sense of self? Two, are you able to master your sense of purpose? And three, are you able to master your sense of direction? These things may sound trivial to the average person, but I want to assure you, they are tremendously fundamental to your ability to build wealth and position yourself for success. In my last three episodes, we examined a number of important tips on how to master your sense of self. We covered things like master how you see yourself. We look at things, master your state of being, and we also look at master your ability to apply yourself. And all of this is essential to mastering your sense of self. Today, I want us to spend some time looking at how to master your sense of purpose. And there are three important concepts that I also want us to cover in these three-part series. One, you will learn about how to become a master connector. Yes, you might be asking yourself what becoming a master connector has to do with your purpose and your ability to build wealth. Stay tuned. We're going to unlock all of that. We will also talk about mastering your MVO. By mastering your MVO, I mean that you should be in a position of strength to understand what is your minimum viable offer, what is your most viable offer, or in unique cases, what is your maximum viable offer. All of these are important things, and you need to know it when you want to be purpose driven and master that purpose. Last, we will focus on the importance of understanding what is service mastery. And you have a number of important issues here to unlock, and the inability to unlock this could be the difference between you becoming successful in your journey to build wealth, in your journey to start a six, seven, and nine figure brand, and you failing completely in this entire process. I begin today's exercise by identifying the topic. We're going to be looking at how to master your sense of purpose. The ability to be purpose driven is important. And let me tell you a story behind this. I can recall many years ago, I got my first diploma, and I thought that getting that diploma would have made me feel a major sense of accomplishment. But upon getting that diploma and graduated with distinction at the top of my class, I had that piece of paper, but I felt empty. And I felt empty as I look back at things, largely based on the fact that I had all of these accomplishments, but there was no purpose that I was seriously focused on. You had something of significance, but was there a strategic purpose? Is there a strategic purpose to leverage the assets that you have? At that time, I certainly did not know that. Fortunately, I have a healthy relationship with my creator, and he began to show me the answer, and some of which I'm going to show you today. So any attempt to master a purpose-driven life, you first of all want to bring yourself to do one thing. You must become a master connector, and I'm going to explain why it is necessary. You want to invest in becoming a master connector. And by becoming a master connector, what do I mean? You must be able to connect with people, and you want to connect with what we call supportive communities. Why is this so important? Because as you begin to develop mastery in connecting with people, it is also laying the foundation for you to develop mastery in understanding people based on their needs, their wants, and their expectations. And it is this understanding of people and knowing their specific needs, wants, and expectation is what can literally set you up to lead a more purpose-driven life. You can build your brand with purpose. You can align your MVO with purpose because you understand people, and it means that as you innovate, you're innovating with purpose. You're innovating in alignment to satisfy those people's needs, wants, and expectations. So you want to invest invest in becoming a master connect. The possibility exists that as you become a master at connecting with the right people, you may not even know the value that you should be bringing to the table. But as you connect, the connecting with people, it is what is creating the environment for you to do the research. It is for you to collect sensitive information. You can now analyze sense information. You can leverage that data to make informed and highly educated decisions. You can mitigate data that's going to help you to be more purpose driven.
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.
So there is a method to position yourself to be purpose driven. And there's a reason that you want to be purpose driven. It helps you to feel a sense of fulfillment. It helps you to feel a sense of accomplishment. And that has a major driver. We will examine all of that today. So you want to invest your time, talent, and resources to figure out how to become a master connector. But as you set yourself up to become a master connector, you want to become a master connector at different levels. Yes, you want to build healthy, productive relationship with supportive community. But beyond supportive communities, you want to be a master connector when it comes to connecting with the right mentors, connecting with the right coaches, connecting with the right sponsors. All right. And why is this important? It is important because when you become this type of master connector, when you harness and nurture and master this type of mastery, it literally makes your journey to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish much easier because you have a mentor on your side. You have leveraged master connection to get the right mentor on your side, to get the right coach, to get the right sponsors. And let me say this, having the right mentors in your community can help you to develop a certain degree of clarity to do the things that you want to do that the average person will not have. But you have an advantage because you have leveraged your ability, your mastery to connect with people, to establish the right relationship with the right people that can give you the right information to push you forward in the right way. As you connect with the right people, they will help you to also strengthen your desire to be purpose driven, because being purpose driven, again, is what's going to set you up to feel self-fulfilled. It's what's going to position you to know that your time and your talent and your resources is being allocated in a way that touches and transforms the life of people and makes impact. And you tend to feel a sense of joy and empowerment from that whole exercise. One can never underestimate the importance of mastering your sense of purpose as you position yourself to build wealth, as you position yourself to start a 6, 7, and 9-figure brand. Your effort to build wealth and your effort to start a 6, 7, and 9-figure brand is not divorced from fulfilling purpose, because you're starting your business, your brand, to add value, to fix problems. That in of itself is purpose. But the more you understand people, their needs and want, their expectations, it enables you to innovate products and services in strategic alignment with those needs, wants, and expectations. And when you're able to satisfy people's needs, wants, and expectations, knowingly so, that is a sense of purpose beyond most things that we know. So I'm trusting that you would have enjoyed the first episode on mastering your sense sense of purpose. Become a master connector. Now you're connecting with supportive communities, you're connecting with your mentor, you're connecting with your coach, you're connecting with your sponsors. Yes, you may not even understand why you're making all these connections, but when you come deeper into our master classes, we're going to show you how to up level all of this to live a more empowered, a more self-fulfilled, and a more purpose-driven life as you set yourself up to build wealth and start and scale your 6, 7, and 9-figure brand. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next broadcast. The next broadcast, we will be talking about mastering your MVO in alignment with mastering your sense of purpose.
Elevate your business with 10X Branding and Marketing LLC. Our expert team specializes in enhancing your brand's visibility and connecting you with your ideal clients. We employ strategies that increase reach, leaving a lasting impact and driving client conversion. Trust and credibility are vital in businesses and excel in building them even with a limited budget. Our cost-effective approaches ensure you get the best results without overspending. Ready to boost your business cash flow? Contact us at 332-235-T99 and let 10X Branding and Marketing LLC guide you to success. Our focus is on elevating your visibility, which directly translates to growth. Experience the power of effective branding and marketing with us and witness your business thrive.
Is there a better, smarter, wiser way to master your sense of purpose? Your purpose to start your 6, 7, and 9-figure brand, your purpose to build wealth. Well, there are 3 important concepts that you need to focus on when you're attempting to master your sense of purpose. Step 1 is you must position yourself to become a master connector. And in my last episode, I did a deep dive into the importance of how becoming a master connector can really help you in your journey to be purpose driven. Today, I want to push one step further, and I want to talk about the second treader on this ladder, and that is master your MVO. Any attempt to master your sense of self, you must have a strong MVO. And for that MVO to be strong, it makes sense to master your MVO. But what exactly do I mean by the term MVO? Well, MVO means 3 things. It means you must know your minimum viable offer, you must know your most viable offer, and in unique cases, you may have your maximum viable offer. Let us begin to unlock some of this. Your minimum viable offer simply means that you're focusing on the 1 in 10 factors of brand selection. You're focusing on one thing, and you're committing your time, talent, and resources to master that one thing that you're focusing on. And for an example, as you set yourself up to master your MVO, in the context of mastering your sense of purpose, remember your purpose is always aligned to how it's going to impact people's lives. So as you master your MVO, you're always focusing on how can this impact people's lives? Impact people's lives and give me a sense of joy, happiness, and fulfillment at the same time. One of the things perhaps you can focus on when you're attempting to master your MVO in the context of how it's going to impact people's lives, it may be to focus on capital market specialization and to bring yourself to that point where you become a capital market specialist. You immediately have relevance to rising stars in business and the business community. So you know your purpose is to help businesses in multiple of ways. For example, your strong MVO, your mastery MVO, minimum viable offer, is you as a capital market specialist. Now, as a capital market specialist, you understand several things about financial markets. You understand financial market mix. And this simply means that you understand how debt instruments operate. You understand how equity instruments operate. You understand how credit instruments operate. You understand how hard money lending operates. Again, this might sound trivial to the average person, but it is your understanding of this can really help a rising star and a star in business to make better financial decisions because
10X Branding and Marketing LLC, powering the next generation of unicorns. At 10X B&M LLC, we specialize in market research, brand innovation, market integration, and client conversion optimization. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing the strategic insights and innovative solutions needed to accelerate growth and unlock your company's full potential. Whether you're a startup looking to attract investors and your ideal clients, or an established business ready for market expansion, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Let 10x Branding and Marketing LLC fuel your journey to exceptional business success. Contact us now for a free consultation on how we can position your business to become a unicorn.
In terms of credit, you have cases where you can negotiate for 0% APR for a period of 6 months, for a period of 12 months, for a period of 24 months. And the ability to negotiate this type of capital, it is saving your business a whole lot of money because you're getting access to capital. And for 6 to 24 months, you have absolutely no APR, annual percentage rate, interest to pay back on that debt sum. Is that bringing purpose to people's lives? Yes, the average person in business want to know that they can save. You cannot do this with debt instruments because debt instruments, depending on how you're going to be leveraging debt, you immediately sell it with principal payback and interest payback, APR payback on a monthly basis. Having a capital market specialist on your side, or you becoming this capital market specialist, means that you have now mastered your MVO. And because you have mastered your MVO, you have greater meaning and relevance to people. You can be more purposeful to people. That in of itself, it's going to help you to experience joy and happiness and excitement, a sense of fulfillment, because you're really helping people to overcome a financial challenge that so many millions of people across the world struggle with. Even before helping them to reduce the cost of capital, because you understand financial instruments, you're helping them to make better, smarter, wiser financial decisions. A capital market specialist, however, knows more than this. They do not only understand the instruments, they understand how to access the instruments. Because there are many persons around the world that may be able to talk to you about capital market, but do they have that ability to really help you to access the capital? So what we have done to ensure that what we say is what we mean, in this particular context of helping you to access capital, we have developed a relationship with multiple financial institutions. And what I want you to do is to go to this description right here, right now, and you will see a plethora of agencies that you can tap into to access capital. Because for us, that's part of what we do to feel self-fulfilled and to feel as though we are fulfilling our purpose of helping people to overcome this barrier to grow and scale this 6, 7, and 9-figure brand. We know exactly how to help people to access capital. And what I'm saying to you is that you can feel the same sense of joy and happiness and excitement and fulfillment by doing exactly what I'm saying we do. And this is one way in how you can master your MVO, your minimum viable offer, or your most viable offer. Becoming a capital market specialist and making this your MVO. A capital market specialist understands 4 important concepts. One is how capital market operates. So they understand capital market mix. 2, they understand exactly how to tap into those markets, how to access capital. 3, they understand smart capital leverage, because the last thing that you want to do is to access capital and then it becomes a liability and not an asset. So they can also help you with this. So when you master your MVO as a capital market specialist, perhaps you're bringing this entire body of knowledge to your community to really impact their lives. And as you impact their lives, you start to feel more purpose-driven. You start to feel more fulfilled. The last concept here that I want you to focus on is that when you develop your MVO, you master your MVO in the context of capital market specialists, you're also able to do one more thing, which is very significant in the equation of fulfilling purpose, mastering your purpose and impacting people's lives. You're able now to help people to mitigate financial instruments. The ability to mitigate financial instruments can set the stage for your clients and your community to save thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions of dollars on the debt portfolio. This is a skill set that I want you to commit the time, talent, and resources to learn, apply, and master. And we have built out a community to help you accomplish just that. So when you need more information on this, I encourage you to reach out to us. We will be so excited to, sit with you, talk with you, provide you with the right information, point you in the right direction to make better, smarter, wiser decision when it comes to mastering your sense of purpose. I want to emphasize something. One of the things that I keep asking myself, why is it that so many wealthy people, successful people end up hurting themselves, taking their lives? They feel a sense of emptiness. And at the beginning of this program, I talk about that. Achieving your academic success, making a lot of money, it's good, but sometimes you have all of this, but you still feel a sense of emptiness. And why do you feel a sense of emptiness? Because you have not aligned the success to purpose. When you serve, when you are feeling self-fulfilled, you don't have time to entertain those negative thoughts. And that's why we're doing what we are doing here. All right. We're talking about your strong sense of self. We're talking about your strong sense of purpose. And we're talking about your strong sense of direction, because these things helps you to become more anchored in your sense of self. And these things push you forward in a very significant way. So I trust that you would have enjoyed today's program. Today, we looked at Master Your MVO. What is your MVO? It's your minimum viable offer. It's your most viable offer, or in unique cases, is your maximum viable offer. Your minimum viable offer or most viable offer can be your expertise as a capital market specialist. You understand financial instruments, you understand how to access, you know how to leverage, and you also know how to mitigate. So because of this, you have a strong MVO. And it can be aligned to people's needs, wants, and expectations. It could be aligned to people's dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And because of this, you have greater purpose, all right, to them and to yourself. And because you're knowingly developing these skill sets, knowing how it is impacting people, you tend to feel a sense of joy and happiness and excitement, a sense of fulfillment. And that in of itself makes life even more exciting. That push you forward in ways you would not naturally be pushed forward in life, divorced from this body of knowledge. So commit that time to master your MVO. And when you need help, reach out to us. I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. We have a community behind you. Be blessed. See you in the next broadcast.
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.
You want to master your sense of purpose. Kudos to you, but do you know where to begin? Before I point you in the direction of where you can begin to master your sense of purpose, I want to say a couple of things. Any attempt to master your sense of purpose means that you have to have that sense of giving service, because you cannot master your sense of purpose in isolation to only yourself. Divorce from your ability to find people and serve people at the highest level. And there are multiple ways in which you can go about doing this. You can provide service, you can fulfill purpose by positioning yourself to be a doctor, a lawyer, a business consultant, a debt mitigation specialist. There are endless approaches in which you can use to master your sense of purpose. Now that I've gotten this out of the way, let me come to some points that we have highlighted. Over the last 2 podcasts, I have clearly stated that any attempt to master your sense of purpose begins with 1, you positioning yourself to become a master connector. And we examine 4 important areas in which you can master connection. You want to connect with a supportive community and mentors and coach and sponsors. Why is this important? At the right time, we're going to go do a deeper dive into this, but go back to lesson 1 in this series and you will get some more information. We also went on to look at mastering your MVO. Again, if you want to master your sense of purpose, you have to have a mindset of giving service. And one of the best ways to give service is to ensure that you have something to give in the first place. So when you master your MVO, your minimum or most viable offer, it positions you to have something of substance, something of value that is relevant to people's dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And there's where perfect alignment takes place. So you can build your MVO in multiple of ways. We talked last about becoming a capital market specialist, but you can also become a 6, 7, and 9-figure brand specialist. And this is really helping rising stars in business to start and scale this 6, 7, and 9-figure brand. That's a strong MVO, and that's helping people to fulfill their dream. That is purpose in of itself. So I want you to reflect and look back at the last 2 broadcasts to really get a deeper understanding of what I said in those 2 broadcasts. Today, I want us to talk about the importance of service mastery. And if you don't understand the importance of service mastery, you have a gap in your journey to live and lead what we call that purpose-driven life, to master your sense of purpose. Again, it makes a whole lot of sense to master your sense of self, to master your sense of purpose, and to master your sense of direction. This is what allows you to be anchored. And being anchored in this position of strength is what set you up to attract success in all aspects of your life. So let's get back to service mastery. What exactly am I saying here? Of course, we talk about mastering a sense of purpose. And how do you bring yourself to that point to feel and know that you're fulfilling your purpose right here, right now on planet Earth? You have to understand service mastery. And let me begin by unlocking this. I've written a book many years ago. And one of the first things I introduced to that book is that people can never grow beyond their sense of self. But what are the first steps that you need to take to find your sense of self and to find your sense of purpose? It begins by giving yourself in service. Service mastery is saying to you that you need to give yourself in service. I'm not saying to you go study and become a lawyer, doctor, an engineer, a business consultant, and give away your service for free. There's alignment in all of this. But you have to have substance in order to give yourself with relevance in service. Your substance lies in your MVO, your minimum or most viable offer, your maximum viable offer. But you have to give yourself in service. If you don't give yourself in service, you don't feel that sense of purpose. You don't feel that sense of joy and happiness and excitement and self-fulfillment. You feel that sense of emptiness. And when you feel that sense of emptiness, you're not motivated to push forward. You want to feel emboldened and empowered, and finding service. Giving yourself in service is one way that's going to set you up to attain that level of success. So understanding service mastery is vital. As you think about giving yourself in service, there are many ways in which you can build your substance up so you can give yourself away in service. Giving yourself away in service comes right back to your MVO. If you have nothing to give, you can't give anything. You can only give what you have. So you want to focus on your MVO so you can give it all away, not for free, right? This is the type of mindset that you want to have. Build substance and then give yourself in service. What I've learned and what our community has experienced is that when you lose yourself in service, let me begin again. When you give yourself in service, when you lose yourself in service, it is the key that unlocks purpose. It is the key that unlocks self-fulfillment. It is the key that unlocks joy, happiness, and excitement for life. So these are techniques that I want you to apply. I want you to test them out. I want you to try them out because I want you to be a self-fulfilled leader. I want you to be a purpose-filled, a purpose-driven leader, not the one that is feeling empty. You're not doing it because you have to do it. You're not doing the things that you're supposed to do because you have to do it. You're doing the things that you're doing because it has dual purposes. You're touching and transforming the lives of people. You're impacting people's lives. You're making people lives better. But at the same time, it is giving you joy, happiness, and excitement. It is giving you a sense of fulfillment, a sense of accomplishment. And when you do it right, it is positioning you to build wealth like a pro. As I said at the beginning, I'm about business, and I'm not telling you to build your MVU and give yourself in service, lose yourself in service, and lose all your value in the process. It's a dual process. You give and you receive. You receive and you give. What I've learned, what our community have learned, is that purpose and self-fulfillment pushes you forward. And that's the whole objective of doing what I'm doing here, is to provide you with a content of information that's going to push you forward in life, push you forward as you set out to start and scale that 6, 7, and 9-figure brand, push you forward as you position yourself to build wealth. When you feel that strong sense of purpose, that strong sense of fulfillment, it can only do one thing: push you forward. But when you feel that sense of emptiness, you're fighting, you're doing everything that you need to do. Yes, you might be touching people's life, but then you don't feel purpose in doing what you're doing. You feel that sense of emptiness. And that's why so many successful people do a whole lot, cut their life short. In conclusion, I want to say this: any attempt to position yourself to build wealth, any attempt to position yourself to start that 6, 7, and 9-figure brand, it ultimately stands on the shoulder of how you see yourself. The way you see yourself is ultimately influencing the decisions that you're making, the steps that you're going to be taking or not taking in your life to position yourself for greatness. And you owe it to yourself to commit the time, talent, and resources to really understand what we're saying here. You want to master your sense of self. You want to master your sense of purpose. And you want to master your sense of direction. If you can't master these three things, you are compromised. And the last thing that you want to do or to be is in that place of compromising your dreams and hopes and aspirations. It means that you can't do the things that you want to do for yourself. You can't do the things that you want to do for your loved ones because you're compromised. You don't have a strong sense of self. You don't have a strong sense of purpose. You don't have a strong sense of direction. You deserve to have all of these things. And when you want to learn more, I encourage you to come join us. Be part of our community. Be mentored and coached and supported by our community. You want to start a 6, 7, and 9-figure brand? We got money for you, my friends. We got a supportive community for you, my friends. And we got the information that's going to literally transform the way you see life. So I trust you would have enjoyed today's program. So we have just concluded the second part of our discussions. We say any attempt to master, position yourself to build wealth. 3 things you need to master: your sense of self, your sense of purpose, your sense of direction. You have just finished your sense of purpose. In our next 3 series, we're going to be looking at how to master your sense of direction. What is your sense of direction? And are you anchoring that sense of direction? Join me in the next broadcast to learn more about this. Be blessed. See you in the next broadcast.
Gary Thompson, the sales communication professional, best-selling author and private equity investor, says, master the client conversion ladder and optimize your business success. He continues, many rising stars in business try to get from A to Z in a split second in the client conversion journey. That approach will set you up for frustration, time, money, and effort being wasted. The alphabet has 26 letters. Each letter has great significance in words formation and in human expression. The client conversion process has many steps, and when these steps are overlooked, it negatively influences your ability to attract and communicate with the ideal client. You must invest in breaking through the know, like, and trust barriers that allow you to win in business. He went on to say, the first step in your client conversion journey begins with relationships. 1. Fill the relationship gaps. 2. Leverage relationships to overcome client rejection. 3. And position your brand to stand out in the market. Gary wants you to be successful and invites you to call us today to help you master the client conversion ladder, optimize your brand recognition, and increase the cash flow of your business.